It's your old mate Daryl out with Toby on our walk. It's certainly not so warm today. Winter has come back. It's absolutely freezing. But, well, we always said if March comes in like a lamb, it'll go out like a lion. And apparently that's exactly what is happening. Hopefully we'll get a few nice days in, but we'll see. Well, there's Toby. Come on, Tobes. Yesterday when I was in Hornsey, it was at night time, it was absolutely freezing. I didn't have my coat, I didn't think it would have been so cold, but it was. I can feel rain, so I don't know how bad it's likely to be. But if it does start raining heavy, I'll just have to cancel this live session. So let's hope it doesn't. Well, I've now made up 702 people. Just imagine that. Yep, 702 subscribers. When I first started this, I never thought I'd have been so successful. Just remarkable, isn't it, really? Come on. Alright, ETK, how are you? I've had a good day today. Friday's the best day of the week because you've got the weekend in front of you. There's not a right lot to see today. We've got a lot of mist. Come on, Toby. Yeah, that's my dog. That's Toby. He's a good boy. It makes every day special. Don't you, Tobes? Well, this is the view I've got today. Poor visibility. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you very much. It really is adorable. It really makes every day special. He likes coming out. He likes everything we do. Come on, Tobes. Would you like a treat? I'll give him a treat, I think. Oh, look at that. Would you like a treat? Yeah, he loves his treats. Come on, Toby. Come on. Hi, Guy. How are you? Thank you thanks for that, Jack. We were both Jack Russells, Charlie and Alfie. Charlie was a cross between a Jack Russell and a Sheltie. Alfie was a full Jack Russell. I meant to put some pictures of them on my channel and I didn't. So I'll try and remember to do that tonight for you. Oh my God, that's awful, that toenail. Yeah, I like all dogs. I never had a Jack Russell until we got Charlie. And then we discovered the delights of being Jack Russell parents. So we got Charlie, and then we thought we'll get another Jack, and we got Alfie. And now both Charlie and Alfie have gone, but we still have Toby. Well, I think it was a good day yesterday in Hornsey, weren't it? No, I'm not going down there. No, not today. Yeah, I enjoyed that, but I'll tell you something, my hands were freezing when I got back to the car. Yeah, I didn't have a coat. And it was really, really freezing. I didn't expect that when I came out, because it was quite nice. And if you remember, Guy, yeah, the sun went out, but it was one of those days where you get a sun and it's cold. Hey! What was that about? Yeah, Toby. Yeah. I've done what I need. So I've got a couple of pictures for my icon. So I've got that sorted out now. It won't be as good as the one I got the other day, admittedly. Oh yeah, Jack Russell's a brilliant geek, they are. They're very lively. Yeah, I really enjoyed yesterday, although I got cold. Yes, Jack. Yeah, they are very clever. They are very intelligent little dogs. I like that one. That's good as that geek. I just can't wait for it to get warmer. At least at the moment it is. You got this bitter northeasterly wind. Hopefully we'll get into April, we should have some nice reasonable days. There he is. As you see, not much happening. I know when I was on Coast Watch yesterday afternoon, the Within Sea lifeboat were launched. I could hear some of the exchanges on the VHF radio, but I couldn't pick it all up. The Coast Guard woman, she spoke very, very fast, so I couldn't make a lot of it out. I could hear both sides. I could hear the lifeboat and I could hear her, but it's really difficult to make out what she was saying. Lifeboat I can make bits out. There he is down there, little man. That is very true, Guy. Very, very true. 77. I think we're at about 6 or something like that. Well, my friends aren't out today, the two beautiful Labradors. I always look for them. And then there's a little sausage dog what lives here in that house. He barks at us a lot, but he's not out. Hello. Hiya. How are you? Yeah. Hello. Hiya Dave, how are you this afternoon? Probably going to be the same here, to be honest, Guy. Hello. We shan't be having any rain today, tomorrow or Sunday, so they said, but I thought it were going to rain about 10 minutes ago. Come on, Tobes. Come on, let's cross over. It's certainly cold, my hands are certainly cold. Maybe I should have brought my gloves out and my hat, but I didn't think it'd be this cold. Hi Edward, how are you today? What, 13 in Crewe? That's like the tropics, Dave. It really is. I think it's about 6 or 7 here. Just check up for Withensea. I know it's cold. The chill factor will bringing us down to about 5, I bet. I know I'm cold. My body's alright, just my hands what are freezing. Right. No, I can't do it. Come on, Toby. Look at him. Oh, no. Hang on, Tobes. That's better. Oh, a couple of kids. Come on, Toby. All right, you got yourself trapped, have you? There you are. That's better. One of our seagull friends, off he goes. Our other friend, the young gull, he's not around. Well, I went to bed last night. I thought I was coming down with something horrible. And this morning, I was really bad. I was coughing, sneezing, I had a temperature. I thought, God, I think I've got COVID. Anyway, I took a COVID test and apparently not. But now I'm a lot better. I'm a bit snuffly yesterday and a bit chesty, but it seems to be going now. Ah, there he is. Toby, don't go on the road. There he is. Our little friend. See, his bill's still black. And his coat hasn't turned white yet. He must have been one of the very last hatchlings, I think. Well, it won't be long before the Castle Cafe across the road starts opening late on a Thursday night, you know, for bike night. I think it's Easter when they start. It'll be interesting to see what happens with all these vans, these camper vans, when the season starts. Come on, Toby. Ah, Steven Seagal, that's the one, yeah? That's right, Jack. Chuck Norris. Wow. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yes, you can. Yes. They actually open up, you got doors, I'll show you, they actually open. There's nothing inside. See, we have doors. Come on, Toby. No, you can't. You got frosted glass, so I can't really show you. Let's just have a try. Toby don't want to come up here. See, that's what you've got on the inside. Ah, right. Yeah. The Royal National Lifeboat Institute use it in the summer for selling bits and pieces, you know, badges, hats, fleeces, that sort of, scarves and that sort of thing. So we make a little bit of money towards the upkeep of the station with that. And that goes on right way up to about the end of October. So when it opens, we'll go inside and we'll have a look round. Were they used for anything? I don't know. There were talk up to COVID of them rebuilding the pier, and the people who said they were going to rebuild it used it use those for raising money, you know, selling things and stuff like that for it. But it came to nothing. They raised a lot of money, and the sponsorships were returned back to the sponsors, but they raised a lot of money in bucket collections and merchandise sales and things like that that just disappeared. Apparently it turns out that East Yorkshire, or East Riding of Yorkshire County Council, didn't back the idea. So if they don't back it, it just isn't going to happen. So I don't know what they thought they could do. Dog coming with owner. I'll do. Come on, Tobes. Yeah, yesterday's walk round Hornsey were good, weren't it? The thing I liked best about it, I think, were those almshouses, you know, for paupers. Those little bungalows, you know, where to get one, you had to be nominated by the church warden. Yeah, they're the bits. That's what I like. I found that really interesting. And the other bit I liked was the museum shop where they were showing examples of Hornsey pottery. Now, my grandmother, my nan, had loads of that. Hiya. Yeah, she used to come to Hornsey from Manchester quite a lot. I think in them days they'd have got the train. Probably the train to Hull, and then the train from Hull to Hornsey. But I know she used to come. Well, she had loads of it. Teapots, coffee pots, cups, saucers, plates, side plates, gravy bowl. She had absolutely loads. I don't know what happened to all of it. But they went out of business in, I think it was 2000. So I bet it's worth, if you come across it, it'll be worth quite a lot of money. Hello, Yamaloob. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, Edward. I really did. It was just a really good walk. I got cold, but it was worth it. Well, I'll get past. You don't want to run, I don't think. Oh, you're doing the other, yeah.
I'm happy for the break.
Now we've got a couple of dogs coming. Oh, it's my friend. I have two of your friends here, look. Ah, look at this. That's jealousy. Oh, that's jealousy, that. Aren't they daft? I know, aren't they daft? Come on. Well, they're both Toby's friends, them. I didn't expect that. But they turned on each other, didn't they? The little Jack turned on the greyhound. What do you think you're doing? That's my friend. Come on, Tobes. Yeah, I really enjoyed yesterday. It was a nice walk, and we'll do it again sometime. There's other bits of Hornsey that we haven't really looked at, so we will do. We'll do that again, and we'll look at other bits of Hornsey. We just did one of the main streets, New Biggin, up to St Nick's Church, and that was it really. So we'll do some more of that sometime. You know, when I'm in on an afternoon in Coast Watch, then that's what we'll do. Rather than just waste the afternoon, now it's getting lighter, we can do stuff with it. Oh, you know, you look at that van, how he gets his camper van in there so straight, I don't know. All this comes away. See, it's on wheels, and she guides him in, but he can get that perfectly straight. I couldn't do it. There you go, 3 houses for sale. Now, if this were for sale before me, took it down. So obviously now they've decided to have another go. This has been for sale for about 8 or 9 months. We want 190 for it. And this has gone. Now the bungalow next door to me, if you want 135. I think they'll come down quite a lot on that. I'm not sure what our bungalows are worth, but I would say 120-ish would be a good price. Between 110 and 120, I would say. I bought mine for 73 in 2015. Hello. Oh. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Now, you're not interested in dogs, are you? It's humans you like. I'll see you later, mate. That's better. So we got a grey sky, cold grey sky, and a cold grey sea. With no fancy sunset. And here's this fishing pool. Lots of reflections in it, but they're cold, wintry reflections. We've got no nice sun, see. Still nice, isn't it, though? Let's just see what we can do with that. Now I've got a picture of that as well for the icon, and we'll see where we go. I don't know where Toby's taking us. Oh, little fella with his coat on. Hello. Oh. That'd be nice.
Nice. There you go, good girl.
Oh, she's lovely. Well, we know Toby's a ladies' man. He's always good with girls. With male dogs, he can be a bit hit and miss. It's fine with those who he knows. But he can be a bit awkward with other dogs if he doesn't know them. If he thinks you're going to be aggressive, he wants to get in there first. It seems he's not very happy with the sea. Oh, look at these two. Hello. Hi, love. Oh, they're lovely. Hiya. Well, it's certainly not the weather for the old Duchess to come out on her scooter. She'd freeze to death. Well, we got another fisherman sitting up here. $170. Wow. Well, yesterday when I was coming home, well, we'll start off before then. When I was going into Coast Watch yesterday, that was about 12 o'clock. Diesel was 154.9. When I was coming home, it was 161.9. So I don't know what it is now. It's just going to go up and up and up. And they're expecting a £300 annual rise for electric bills. And here's the thing, the government's got no money to splash out on people. So no one's going to get any help with fuel costs. Unless, of course, you're on certain benefits, and you might or you might not. I suspect my brother-in-law will do all right out of it. He hasn't worked in 40 odd years, but I've been married to the Duchess for 40, we've been together for 46 years. I've never known him work. I dare say he'll do all right. I get a bit of a scrappy pension, plus my state pension. I have to watch the pennies at times. And amazing. I pay tax. Not a lot, but I pay enough. Hello, mate.
Hey, mate, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you?
That's good.
You've been working.
Yeah. Well,
Right, yeah, I can see.
the car out the driveway, out shifting them, so
Bloody
either
hell.
stopping for a few weeks or shifting.
Is that where they've dumped them?
Well, I couldn't get them any further on, it was a pallet truck just dumped.
Right, yeah, I'm with you. Oh, God.
I thought you were going to come on a train, I thought you were going to drop them over to the side of the wall, jobs are good, you know.
Well, that's what that is what I was thinking. Yeah. We'll just sort of drop them somewhere.
Yeah, but no.
Bloody hell. Oh well.
There we go.
There is that. You're almost there. Another 10 minutes and you're done. See you later. Oh, great. So look at that, Jack. Yeah, I can give him a treat. Would you like a treat, Toby? Yeah. Ah. Yeah. I don't think... You know, Dave, I know where the Cleveland Hills are. I know the history of them, the iron outcrop and everything else. The Bolko blast furnace. That's why it were built, where it were built. I know the whole history, but I don't think... Jack will tell him where Cleveland is and tell him about the place, because you'll know it better than me. I always thought Equinox Day was on the 22nd, my mum's birthday. Which this year would fall on Sunday. If she was still with us, she would be 91. That poor bloke, the truck just dropping and boarding them off the truck and just putting them there in his driveway. I mean, normally when we normally have a crane on them and anything like that, and they just land, just put them where they need in a reasonable place. But apparently we just came on a flatbed, so we handballed them off, and that was it. Say, I worry about the cost of fuel, you know, Edward. I'm glad I don't drive one of them things over there. One of them Range Rovers. I were thinking of getting one. Not a new one, I couldn't afford a new one. But a reasonable second-hand one. Probably gone up to about 25,000, something like that. So I'd have got like a 4 or 5 year old one. Low mileage in good condition. But we don't do many miles to the gallon. I mean, my XLV I can get on a run 60 miles to the gallon. Better. I'm still a bit snuffly, I'm not 100% yet. Yeah, that's right. It borders on Durham, Pityaker land. And it is nice up there. I do like the Cleveland Hills. They are nice. We'll see. Who knows, in the summer I might take a trip up there. Be worth a walk. Get some good views of Middlesbrough and Hartlepool, the coast. So I might do that. I mean, Yorkshire's a massive place. I'm like in the very south of Yorkshire. Cleveland is in the very north, and I think there's about 120 miles between us. You know, Yorkshire itself, you know, has got the clout, the minerals, the materials, the manpower, the manufacturing to be a country in its own right. We've got some of the most arable land in the country. We've got lots and lots of manufacturing. We haven't got as much as we had. We have lost a lot. It has to be said. But we still have a fair bit. We have the culture, we've got lots of things. Well, we're coming down to the garage now. So we'll see how much this garage is charging for fuel. I know one thing, Edward, it's going to go up a lot more before it starts to come down. My advice to you or anybody else, never mind what the government advise you, just keep your tank topped up. I mean, if you don't, others will. Little Jack in front of us. Wow. 169.9 for diesel. 149.9 for normal petrol, 157.9 for... Hello, love. Hello, little man. Now you have a go at us, don't you? Well, he's the boss. Yeah, we'll cross over, we'll have a quick look. But I've seen it anyhow. Come on, Tobes, let's cross over. Ooh, looks like the bus has broke down. You know, the old-fashioned buses, you never had any problems with them, ever. There it is. Well, we'll have a look on it and we'll see. I'll show you how much it is here in Withensea. Fuel. There you go, 149.9 for normal unleaded, 169.9 for diesel, and the ultra unleaded 157.9. When I go into Coast Watch on Monday, I know I won't need it. I won't need any petrol, any diesel. I'll let that lady go first. There we are. We avoided argumentative little dogs. Ah. Oh hell, that sounds interesting. Jack? No, I'm fine. If I have to pay a little bit more, then that's all right. I'm never going to regret it. If I have to pay a bit more. You know, I don't live on the breadline. I think if I lived on the breadline, I would store fuel in me out in my shed. But to be honest, no, I'm all right as I am. That's it. You got him home. Time for a brew. Gee, is that for a litre or is that for a gallon? Yeah, that's right. Ah, right, it's still cheaper than ours. How much is your fuel, Jack? I know you have gallons out there in the States, don't you? Thanks, B. Patterson. He is. This is Toby, an 18-month-old Jack Russell. He's a lovely little fella. A real pleasure to be with. Good company. Likes to play. Likes to go for a walk. My little mate. Proud to have him. Would you like a treat? You would like a treat, wouldn't you? I've still not 100% got rid of my bit of cough and blocked up nose. I'm a lot better than I were. Last night, honestly, I thought I had COVID. I thought I don't know where I've got it from, but I bet I've got it. And tested myself this morning, and no, I didn't have it, and I thought, I don't know what I've got. I think it's one of those 48-hour things. I started with it, not yesterday, but the day before. I think it was Wednesday. Good boy. Good boy. I started with it on Wednesday, I think. Might be Tuesday, I don't know, but it weren't that bad. Bit of a cough and that was all. Yesterday night though, God, I got the whole lot. Cough, cold, difficulty in breathing, sweating. Oh well, he's moved his things, his paving slabs. Yeah, so I got, I got the full brunt of it. Now I'm a lot better, but it still hasn't gone. I'm hoping, get the weekend out of the way, I'll be fine. I'm still on short miles with my mileage while my foot gets right. It is a lot better. So how far we've done. Yeah, I saw that. Edward. I don't mind admitting it. Many years ago, I used to be a member of the Communist Party. That's when I was young and a little bit headstrong, Now that time, I supported the Ayatollah against the Shah. The Shah was definitely a despot. You know, he was no different then to what the Ayatollahs are today. Pahlavi were a tyrant, no different to the Ayatollahs. And I thought, going back to 1979, whatever they do in Iran, it can't be worse than the Shah. However bad it is, and it won't be good. Mad mullahs are never good. But I didn't think they could be as bad as what the Shah was then. How wrong I was. If they're going to invade Iran, I don't know whether that's the right thing to do or not. I look at Iraq and the mess that created. But if they're going to do it, then we need to get rid of the Ayatollahs. But here's the thing, what do you put in its place? I've studied this a bit, and there's a lot of opposition to the mullahs. Let's be fair, a lot. There's a lot of Iranians who want rid of them. But there is no organised opposition. So without organised opposition, it's very difficult. Here they are, two of Toby's good friends. Hello. Evening. I know what you want. Yes, that's right, they live in my pocket. Toby. Ooh, what have I got for you? Would you like it? Trouble is, you never take.
Depends what mood she's in.
That's better. Just wanted to get him in park mode. Ooh, what have I got? Well,
Crinkly bag. Ooh, what's in the crinkly bag?
it's a yellow bag. And we all know what the yellow bag's like.
What do you reckon, is it? Yeah? No? Yeah? No, sorry.
Yeah, you won't say no.
No, she's...
Keep trying.
the way she is. Yeah.
I know, we'll keep trying. He needs a step ladder, doesn't he?
There we go.
Yep.
He's a good...
He's with his friends. Yep. We're all good friends, aren't we?
Of course,
He's
of
such a
course.
good boy. Oh, I don't know who to say hello and kiss first.
I'll see you again. Bye. Come on, Tobes. There you go. Wow. Yeah, that's true. No, Glenn. This is Withensea on the East Yorkshire coast. Yep, the Jet station, that's the one. Jack. Jet's a French firm. Come on. Apparently so. If he's still alive even. Wow, Jack, $3.90, just short of $4 a gallon. So how much is that in? It's about £2.50 a gallon. Wow. God, I wish ours was. Yeah, Graham. Yeah, Edward. They are absolutely beautiful, those greyhounds. They're lovely. Yeah, I'm not... I can't disagree with you on that, DA. To me, it is a blood sport. You won't see any here at all. If you did get anything like that, D8, it'd be drug dealers. And that has been known. Coming off a bigger boat and delivering drugs, but you're not going to catch any of the anything coming across the channel, any migrants or anything like that. We're too far. It's a couple of 100 miles. And it's a very treacherous sea, the North Sea. It's one thing coming across the channel where it's only 21 miles. There'd be another thing coming across the North Sea. That was one reason, one big reason why Germany did not invade the UK in the war. They didn't have the naval power to blockade the channel and to keep the Royal Navy out. If we could have destroyed the RAF, they might have had half a chance, but with the RAF and the Navy they couldn't have that, they couldn't cordon off the channel. And to go anywhere else, the distances were too great. So no, you won't get anything like that round here. Oh dear. We don't need to tell us, Dave. I think we can all we can all probably guess. Dear. Ooh. So the lifeboat station is quiet, it's closed and it's quiet. So that's good. It's always good to see it when it's quiet. And nothing's happening. Well, they were doing some more work earlier on to Valley Gardens. I don't quite know what they were doing, but when I took him out for a quickie this morning, I saw it. Now, we saw this little fella when we were coming up, and we've seen him again as we're going down. Hi again. Hello, little man. Yeah, I'm not going to make a fuss. He struggles at walking, so I don't want his dog to pull him and him fall over. I have a feeling that his dog and Toby are fine. Yes, I'm hoping my foot. I'm going to give it another week of short walks, and then I'll start building myself up gradually after that. Now get back up to 6 miles in the morning and 6 miles in the evening. So far I'm doing about 7 miles a day. But once I know it's better, that's, you know, that spike has, you know, has healed itself, It's basically the tendon, which goes in the arch of your foot. And that's been bruised and damaged when I'm walking like anything from 12 to 20 miles a day. It's not hard to see what's happened. So I've done well with these insoles, which are there to help, and I've packed them out as well. So now I don't feel the pain, I don't feel anything. But if I was to walk around in the house with no shoes on, that is when I would feel it. But mind you, when I've got up for a wee, or in the morning, I don't have my shoes on and I've not had any pain, so I think it's going, but it hasn't gone yet completely. Yeah, it's still a good few miles, Guy, but I mean, I were doing like 12 miles, between 12 and 16 miles a day. Jackie and Stuart, yep. I don't speak with a Scouse accent. Sharing this TV, I don't. I'm from Manchester. I speak with a Mancunian accent, a Manc accent. I don't speak with a Yorkshire accent, although I've lived in Yorkshire since 1997, so I might have picked up a few Yorkshire bits and pieces, but basically I speak with a Mancunian accent. I'm sure any Scouse I'd be going mad at the suggestion that a Manc was a Scouse. Scousers and Mancs, they can put up with each other, but they prefer not to. Not quite as bad as South Londoners and East Londoners. They're not far off. You can't even see, you can just about see from here the lighthouse poking its head up. Just over the houses and things. Come on. What? Come on, Toby. There's somebody coming with a whole pack of dogs looking at this. There you go, Sir Toby, the valiant knight of a kitchen table, telling me where I've got to walk. Hello. Got 3 of them and they're after that bird. They're going to get the bird, you know. If you were holding them, they'd have got the bird. Well, I think there's a Coast Guard in their Coast Guard station, maybe. So there's a Coast Guard vehicle. We'll just go and have a quick look at it and then. There you go. Tells you Coast Guard. HM Coast Guard. And look, the Castle Cafe, all locked up. Another couple of weeks and it's Easter holidays. So Withensea will be quite busy. We'll be fighting to get in and fighting to get out. Well, that's a nice thing about Withensea actually. Even when there's a lot of people here, it doesn't seem to be really crowded. Unlike Whitby or Scarborough or Filey or Bridlington, where you literally can't move. Yeah, that's it. Because you'll notice it is HM, His Majesty's Coast Guard. And of course, well, with Slava Queen, it was Her Majesty's Coast Guard. No rain at all, Guy. Is it violent in Manchester? No, it depends where you are. I think if you go to Piccadilly Gardens, hello. I think if you go to Piccadilly Gardens in the centre of Manchester, it is a bit. You get a lot of violence. You a lot of drug dealers, and people like that, pickpockets, thieves, all sorts of things, muggers. It's not a nice place to be. But then, if you go to some of the places on the outside of Manchester, it's nice. You go to Eaton Park, and that's nice. That's where my mum and my nana used to live. Around there, it's quite nice. You'll never get any trouble. You got kids playing. But then if you go to Moss Side, it can be a bit difficult. Davy Hume, I don't know. Basically, Davy Hume, I think if you want trouble, you'll find it. But you'd have to go looking for it, Dave. But I don't know a lot now. I mean, I've lived in Yorkshire since 1997. I wouldn't say I'm a Yorkie, but I've kind of got a Yorkshire passport. Yeah, that will do, Dave. I mean, you're from the northeast, Cleveland, so it will do. You never really lose your accent. You might pick up other bits and pieces down the way. I mean, we left Manchester when I was 11, something like that. Lived in East London. So I do know I will have picked up a few bits of an East, Cockney accent, although not that much, it's only a bit. And then when I came home, I lived in Lancashire Burnley for 20 odd years. My wife's a Burnley lass, so I dare say I picked up a lot of Burnley, although I hope not. But my basic accent is where it's always been, Manchester. There you go, we've got the 3 bases for 3 of these kiosks. So we'll have to see what happens now. We don't seem to be doing alright. Like I came past here earlier on this morning and we had an 8-wheel truck which she was putting, there's an excavator loading it up with earth. I don't know what we're doing. I've got kids up there, so we're back on Queen Street, the main drag in Withensea. God, them kids screaming and screeching. I'm glad I'm not their parents. Or their parent, I should say. Yeah, that is very true, David. My two boys, Reuben and Sam, have a very strong Lancashire accent. They lived in Burnley up to being about 13. So they have very strong Lancashire accents. And yet Pat, my wife, doesn't. She has a Burnley accent, but it's not strong. Go on, Tobes. Yeah. Hello. Not sure where they live. I think they've moved in. To this house, which used to belong to my friends from Birmingham. You know, the greyhound's mum and dad, and the greyhound. We have loads of greyhounds here. I'm glad I made this walk. All day I've been really drowsy. But I'm okay now. I'll probably get drowsy again when I go in because it'll be quite warm in our house. My old Duchess has the heating on. There's a lighthouse, and as you can see, I've moved the car back to its normal position. Here, Toby. Ooh. Look. There you go, there's Toby. And as you can see, I'm back home. Right. The twin girls are from Burnley. Right, so they'll have Burnley accents. Right, so I'm back home. I'm cold. So I just want to thank everybody for your likes, your comments, your shares and your subscriptions. It's been a really great walk today. I'm really happy my foot's not hurting as well. So I'm going to say, from me and Toby, good evening, and I shall catch you all on the next one. So I'm just going to say good night. Have a pleasant evening or day, depending on where you are in the world. And thank you very much for your company. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Guy. Have a cuppa, warm up. See you later.